Great! For natives once again.
That reminds me, you were saying that. I was going to say, oh, but I forgot. I read up about the native policies while looking at strategy for colonialism.
Yeah?
And if you choose to let the natives be, and be peaceful with them, there's a 0% chance the natives will uprise.
What do you mean?
Because you have three choices. You can choose one of three native policies. You can either let them be, and they won't rise up at all, or trade with them, which does other stuff, or if you're trying to simulate them, then they'll still rise up, but you get a bunch of production bonuses and things like that.
How do you decide these?
It's like if you go on, I think it's like stability or expansion. I think it's on that. You can do it. Stability and expansion. I think that's what it is on. Are these bastards going to relocate to Pale? If they're not, then I'm just going to launch an all-out assault on them, which I think I'm going to do now. So I don't think they're going to assault Pale. Unless as soon as I move, they do it. Alright, it's kicking off. Yeah, golden era. 5 prestige. There we go. The Scots are next. So I might need bods for that. Because that's like a whole country. If you wouldn't mind sending bods.
I can, how long is it until they're likely to uprise?
Well, we're at 60%.
60?
Yeah, it might be a while though.
Well, make me aware when they do uprise and I'll try and do something.
But there's all them Irish as well. Right, so James is gone. I think his takeaway's arrived. So I don't know when he will be back. Hopefully soon. So we've got some problems, as you can tell. Scottish separatists followed by all these Irish. But I think so far I've done a pretty solid job of stamping out separatists, as we've displayed in Morocco and just now in Tyrone, or about to anyway. And probably about to again with Scotland. The SMP of 1456. Finally got out of that horrible war with Brittany and co. That god awful shitefest. But no thanks to England, who got us put in that mess in the first place. Both me and Hendo have grown pretty strong. I've taken all of Ireland and 2 provinces in Morocco. And Hendo's expanded. He grabbed a few provinces here in West Africa, Northwest, and a good chunk of Morocco. We'll slowly, I think, until 62 we can go toward Morocco again. So things look relatively A-okay and calm. Dodged a lot of nasty shitstorms. If it wasn't for that naval supremacy we had over Brittany and co, then that would have ended very badly for me. It was bad for Hendo because I think he's like literally touching tips with France, which was in the war with Brittany, and I think France was friendly with Navarra. Yeah, it's a vassal under France, that wasn't good. So it gave them complete access to his territories, so he could do nothing about that. They simply had more troops than he did, and he didn't, and there was nothing navally he could do about it. If we didn't mention that Straits thing, which I forgot about, then I could have lost these two, and I don't know how that would have went, because eventually England threw in the towel, finally. But that's really peace offer after peace offer after peace offer, which Brittany and co probably kept rejecting because they probably had a fault. Brittany probably thought it could have had a chance at me because it had the numerically superior army, which it did by far. But I blocked them here at the Straits of Gibraltar, so they couldn't assault my two positions here, my two colonies, and they couldn't touch the British Isles because I had like all them their north coast sort of blockaded. The little ships they had were either sunk at the bottom of the sea or at port. So there's very little they could do. I had naval superiority, basically rendering their armies useless. Because that's like a little river there, like, you know, sort of they've got to realistically sail hop in some small boats and get across. But I slapped in some ships and blocked them. Sometimes I forget that there's actually water across there, and they can't just simply realistically walk across. They actually have to get in a boat and sail, but it's not like, you know, normally they say put troops in a boat to sail from like Brittany to, you know, like Finisterre to Desmond, because it's just like right there. Same with here between a few places here like Ulade and Ayrshire, you can just simply strut across because it's so close. But if some ships sail in between, they can completely block it. That was very close because it was in Gibraltar marching on Ceuta. So otherwise, while Hendo was on the same continent as them, they could simply march across through Navarra as a vassal. They couldn't touch me because I'm on a little island, and my other territories was in another continent. So otherwise, the only way they could attack me was literally by sailing in a boat. Even in that strait, realistically, they're still hopping in a boat, even though they just simply march across because it's so close. But I'm assuming Hendo's eating his food right now. I don't know where he went because I went off to go to the toilet, wash my plate, grab a drink. So I was gone for like a few minutes, about 2 minutes. So far not doing too badly. Vassalised England after it pretty much committed seppuku. Britain is now pretty powerful, and so is France as a result. But yeah, big threats there, big threats. It's a reminder that we need to keep naval superiority, because if we don't, then we're in a lot of trouble, because then they could have just used their ships and just dropped in so many troops, like loads of stacks. It would have been a huge problem. Slowly making our way to colonialism. We're a little bit behind, but we'll get them ideas for it. Well, ones with sacrifice will be early religious. There is some good abilities unless I hold up. Actually, I won't need to remove that. I can just remove early religious, because I will unlock this slot at 50, so I can just replace early religious with expansion or exploration, and that new one with exploration or expansion. So I haven't got to remove early offence if I can keep that, because it is providing some bonuses. But if I ever get to these stages, it'll be good, because then I get that established national army and peasant conscription and all that, veteran sergeants and all that good stuff. Get a better military then. Mostly infantry focus, but although I think it includes land armies in general. Since you have like land troops and your naval ones. I should have actually probably done a bit of naval focus, realistically, since that would have helped a lot of the seas, but then again my focus will be the navy, so I have a lot of ships, and with military it's a bit more complicated, and that's not my focus. Because with sea battles it's pretty more simple. It's like whoever has the largest navy, whereas land battles, various things are taken into account, like terrain and leadership and how your armies are organised. Like if you have more cavalry than infantry, then that's going to go out the window. Hopefully one day we'll start colonising. We're going to start splitting it up between us, because when we start exploring the Americas, we'll split up who gets what. Like Hendo gets, I don't know, Northeast and Louisiana, and I get Canada and Brazil and all that and whatnot. We'll split it up instead of just randomly colonise like mad. Caribbean will be interesting. He wants it, but I have interest in it as well, so we'll probably split it evenly. Because the West Indies is pretty good for your trade. So having a colony there would be pretty good. Very, very good. Because I think it's a trade company region as well. So just going to take a look at all these other stuff. Got states and territories, these are a thing now. So we've got all of this stuff. The Holy Roman Empire there. Protestant religion hasn't done so well this time. Got quite a bit of unrest in there. Them Scots might rise up in Lulade, because I know they got a bit upset about that. The Guard dynasty and Henderson dynasty. Development ain't too bad. Colonial technology we aren't doing too bad in. I'm actually ahead 49, 50 and 50. So I'm ahead at the moment of pretty much everyone else. Or now equal with Hendo, he caught back up. On administration anyway. So things, it's going so far so good after a bunch of shenanigans. No thanks to England, as said. Guess who hates us? So Burgundy hates us, France hates us a little bit. Denmark really hate us, because well, these are pretty much rivals. Austria's a rival. Burgundy, France. No coalitions. Next I've rivaled Burgundy, Denmark and France, but I didn't rival Austria. So if I eclipse one of these, Austria will be the next. Although Austria is fairly small, but kind of surprised a few of these can rival me, but I think they have good autonomy. Aberdeen and Newlade. So yeah, I was right about them rising up there in Newlade. They're going to rise up in Aberdeen as well. So I've stationed some in Newlade and some in Aberdeen. When the inevitable uprisings come. But most of the troops
John,
are
John,
starting.
John, John.
Oh, hello. You're back.
Sorry, did you get my message?
Oh, message.
I sent it on the chat.
Oh, in the chat. Oh, I didn't see that. I was messaging you on Steam, but I'm assuming you went on your takeaway run.
Yeah. I went and ate it. I feel cool. I feel good. Right, unpause it.
Okie doke. I'm preparing for the uprisings. I just took Tyrone. Most of the troops are going to stay on Ireland because of all the future uprisings going to get, but I think the Scots are going to uprise in Ulaid and Aberdeen.
Well, I can send troops to Aberdeen. That's no issue.
I wouldn't mind if he digs.
Wait, where's Aberdeen?
It's in Scotland. Scottish independence.
It's like, where is it? Okay, my troops are going.
It's, yeah, okay.
Wait, pause it, pause it.
So I'll keep, as I said, most of my troops in Ireland because of all the separatist movements there.
Right, can you unpause it? Byzantium has fallen, Sean.
Ah. Were they a thing?
Yeah, Byzantine Empire.
I know. I noticed. I don't think I did notice that the Ottomans are the thing, but because I noticed that in 1444 it is the rise of the Ottomans, and it is an actual start date.
Yeah.
Which gets a description and all of that.
I'm just surprised they're allies with Hungary and Austria.
Yeah. I've noticed I've fallen down on the wrong rank. I was like 19th, now I'm 33rd. But I usually say
yeah.
something.
I was like 6th and now I'm 19th.
It's the military rank that's doing me in. For some reason. I guess it's the lack of troops. Even though I think I have a decent number.
Where do you check this stuff?
I have
country.
no idea.
Score comparison. Oh, I don't know. Whoa, where's...
Oh, I guess Ledger. Ledger
Yeah.
would be it. So, military. Armies.
I'm looking at the histories. The
Austria.
short... Oh
What did
my...
you say?
The short English conquest of Amboise.
Oh, the history logs. Oh, God. So, Austria has the largest army, followed by the Ottomans. That's why they allied.
Yeah, but surely they would want to destroy each other. Different religions, man. Different religions.
You're 8th on army, and I'm 10th on our total troops. So me and you are 8th and 10th.
I wouldn't mind building more, but can't really afford to at the moment.
I'm the second most prestigious. The Papal State being the most prestigious.
Yeah.
You're 5th. And Castile is just above you. And Hejaz is above Castile and below me. Income wise, I have the most income. I'm number 1. Followed by the Ottomans, and you're 3rd. Followed by France and Venice and Aragon.
I'm 3rd?
Yeah.
I've only got 5 income.
I guess that's total, I'm not too sure that total treasure. I think it's overall like the trade, gold, tariffs.
Yeah. What's that thing on stability you said?
Stability.
Stability and expansion, like the
Natives.
yeah.
I think that's with Cossacks, I think.
Oh.
Where you can sort of choose how you want to approach natives. You can sort of do that already, but it's like a little event that pops up when you start colonising. Yeah. But even when I chose the peaceful route, they didn't stop uprising. But what did happen was it became more common of them joining my colonies and assimilating and reducing aggressiveness and ferocity and increasing the population by 100.
Yeah.
But it didn't completely stamp out the uprisings.
I'm gonna hopefully be able to send colonists to Rio Grande.
Yeah. I would start probably coring my Irish provinces, but I'd rather have a complete focus on the next administration idea, which will give me the tech and will open the gate for colonialism. Because me and you are now on 49, and I'm a quarter way through it. So next administration technology will give me, I guess, the constable, and it will give me another 5 idea groups. There's some more wars in Europe. France is at war with Burgundy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and
good, because Burgundy's at war with tons of people then. Castile, my ally, but not my bitch, because it won't become my bitch.
Brittany's at war with province.
It's nice to watch Burgundy get destroyed, isn't it?
Yeah, they fought against us, didn't they?
Yeah.
Bastards. I just got Byzantine refugees.
Yeah, same.
I just went for the option that gave me a bit of technology boost at the cost of administration and diplomacy.
Same.
I thought I'd rather have that administration, but hey, that negative technology cost at the same time still helps. Because I'm currently negative 5% on technology, because I'm actually behind, I think, or on point. I'm behind. I'm plus 90% on diplomatic technology and military, because I'm a bit ahead, I think, on that. Ahead of time, plus 9 years.
Well, if I can get in Capo Verde, I'm going to be quite a happy chappy.
Aye.
It says 20 per year, which means I've got a bit longer to wait though. So at the moment it's on 979.
Yeah.
I wish it could just be like, deport people. You know? It'd be good, wouldn't it? Just be like, from the Algarve, deport people. And I don't know, lose tax or development or something.
Might happen one day. You know, as they still add things over the years. Like they've with the new one, Mare Nostrum, they did stuff with the ships. They added Condottieri. I forgot what it's pronounced, but it's mercenary, I think. For
Condottieri.
Yeah, where you can get paid to send your little army into someone else's territory and fight alongside them. It's all like a proxy war. Really, the Cold War. That would help as well when I sort of do things like force declare war with my colonies. Like, hey, Virginia, declare war on Iroquois, and if they start getting spanked by Iroquois, I can just send some.
You know, you can spend points just to upgrade like the provinces on tax and stuff.
Can you?
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Ah, you're right, and I just fucking did by accident. I went to Derby and I hovered over it. It was like spend 50 administration, but I did. I was like, oh shit! But then I really clicked.
Yeah, I might spend some military or diplomatic points.
London, where are you? I want you to be a huge powerhouse. Oh, I'm wasting my. This is the last time I spend my administration.
Yeah, I'm not spending administration points. I'm spending like diplomacy or military.
Well, falling behind.
I mean, I'm not going to complain about increasing my manpower. Are you?
Nope. That's what I'm going to do in a few of my forts, increase my manpower.
Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum.
I think the Irish might kick it off first.
That might be a way of making a nation quite powerful without invading places.
What's that?
Just increasing your provinces and stuff.
I never knew you did. I think I did. I thought I did discover that once when I clicked on it and I hovered over it and it said stuff.
Yeah.
It does look like a button itself, but I often sort of ignore when I left click on provinces and all these buttons and stuff come up.
Yeah.
So you can increase autonomy and things like that, and all these other things that you can do.
It's quite good to make a nation more powerful that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, kill people. Well, don't have to invade, and then yeah.
You could just beef up your nation. So I'm looking at all of these yellow provinces that are lacking in manpower. I could just focus on them and build them up.
Yeah. I'm thinking about improving my tax base, you know? Ah, come on, Capo Verde. I know you wanna. I think I'm actually trading Ghanaian soldiers.
If you want, I think you might be able to make a claim on Saxony because they're you can dispute succession.
On Saxony?
Yeah, I've had a few of these pop up, but I can't do anything because of a different religion, you know, and all that business.
Where's Saxony?
Somewhere in Europe.
Oh yeah, but that's Holy Roman Empire. Lol. That's Holy Roman Empire. No. No.
Yeah, it's actually one of the biggest ones, actually. It's one of the biggest states there.
The French have a huge army. Why is France always so well trooped?
I think because in its timeline it's pretty powerful. Like the end game of the vanilla of this game is like, you know, the French Revolution and things like that. And fairly, you know, it always being a rival of Britain.
Ah, Capo Verde has became self-sustaining. Hallelujah.
I guess sort of during France's prime, I guess the vanilla game focuses on.
Yeah.
Interesting though that they, you know, you get the French Revolutionary France to thing, but Great Britain doesn't get its flag updated. It's a small gripe.
You feel snubbed, do you, Sean?
Yeah.
Can you hurry up and get those rebels to uprise in Aberdeen?
I think it's 60%. The Irish, I think, might uprise first. So if you want, you could station them troops for now in Ireland.
I'll march them down to here we go. I'm going to go for another colonial territory, I think.
I guess I'll give you a heads up when it's like at 70 or 80%. But I do recommend keeping an expeditionary force in the British Isles until the
well, you can keep the Royal Guard army for now, because
as far as I know, once you stamp out separatist movement, then it's pretty much out for a while. So the Moroccans haven't risen up since.
Well, I'm gonna start another colonial grab somewhere. I was thinking on the south side of Mali.
For me, you're colonising in like Terra Incognita.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Can you not see my guard arm, my colonial guard troops.
Nah, because when you said you had 9k around there, I was like, what? I see nothing, just terra incognita.
Right.
Oh, I can grab one more church power thing. Let's see, I think discipline is one I got. But manpower recovery speed could be good. I think I might grab idea cost. Yeah, let's knock down idea cost. It's only by 5%, but every little helps.
Where am I building that again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might have another longbowman unit manufactured.
That's so cool. I was saying I'm going to utilise more often, I think, with them provinces, boosting their stuff like manpower development, income, the tax and all that. That's something I could have bloody done in my first series when I had all that money problems. I could have just clicked to my provinces and boosted their taxes.
It's a very effective measure, I think.
I could have just done that. Oh, I have money problems? Well, increase taxes all along the country.
Oh, this is going to be horrible, but I'm going to try and colonise right next to Mali. Great, they've only got 4,000 really aggressive natives.
Oh, Mantua has a disputed succession as well. Another Holy Roman state.
I'm not complaining.
Remember that time I could have ended up in a personal union because my heir died. Or my ruler died and my heir was getting on a bit.
Oh, not too bad if that happened.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for your fleet to arrive back in
When you look at Lithuania, Poland and some Scandinavian nations and see they've all got modern flags.
Lithuania's flag is so ugly.
Poor Lithuania.
Well, look, it looks like it's meant to be a Central African Republic.
True. A lot of African countries share the same flags with like the African Union and all that. The fight against colonialism. I think it wasn't modelled like on the flag of Ethiopia because that's the only one that wasn't colonised. Because Italy sort of tripped over on it.
They messed up.
Yep,
they
done
goofed.
Done goofed. Done messed. It's no wonder why I guess they sort of lost the Second World War. Can't take
Always bit off more than they chew.
Couldn't take on the Ethiopians, couldn't take on the Commonwealth.
Canary Rangers have been produced. The other colonial guard, Mali Army. The MEF. The Mali Expeditionary Force.
Thinking of speeding up the game unless you've got stuff you're micromanaging with.
You can speed it up in 5, 4. Well, no, you can speed it up.
Orthodox. If 2's still a bit slow, I can slope up a bit more.
Oh, it's fine, I think. So far.
That's why I sped it up on single player, because the colonialism was going really slow. But once I like slapped it up to 3 and 4, it felt like it was being done in no time. But then what felt like just a few years was like decades flying by. So damn, that was quick. Well, that's because you had it on the highest speed in like a century flew by.
One second. Right, that looks legit.
I'm a bit baffled how me and you are so in the 30s when we actually are sort of kind of powerful.
Well,
I think it's because maybe Europe's in having so many wars that they're raising tons of troops.
they're raising tons of troops, and not only that, they're also gaining military experience. France has a bunch of 2-star generals.
I think Brittany just took a bit of province.
I think Brittany's about to get destroyed. Not Brittany, Burgundy.
Yeah.
And you're wondering who's going to arrive first, your fleet troops or your settlers. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So like, although a few countries are starting to get military technology at 50, me and you were quite ahead.
In regards to military tech, at least.
Well, we sort of caught up even on administration when we was behind. We caught up a bit. So when I looked at my, I guess it might take a while though, because on my first series, on my first playthrough, you saw that. I think by the end, I think I got to about 11th place by the end. I went from like 40 to 11, and I think if I continued, I think I could have made it into the single digits if I went on a bit longer, because it started to accelerate a lot towards the end as my colonies expanded. And
you know what's so depressing? I'm looking at my colonies and my manpower and stuff. Oh god, it's going to take decades to get anywhere useful.
Yeah, that's why I sped up the game, because it takes a long time. I haven't even got the ideas for colonialism yet, and even when you do get them ideas, you got to get like Conquest for the New World, where you can get the conquistadors and explorers, and then get that extra colonial range, so get enough range to step into Greenland.
Whoa, I lost tons of men in that.
I can't even colonise the nets, and it's like 101 days away. No, my truce expired with England. I can now declare war on my vassal.
I've created a penal league. I'm just renaming troops like.
When 62 comes, do you want to go to war with Morocco again?
Perhaps.
Well, the Scots have taken the lead. They're on 70% now. Because remember, the Scots are going to rise up in 2 places, I believe, Ulaid and Aberdeen. It's another thing as well, I've gone backwards on score when I've actually like taken 2 provinces in North Africa and conquered Ireland.
Whoa, all of a sudden I got a stability boost, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice when you get them events. Not so much when you have maximum stability though. It's just like, oh, I'm not going to benefit.
But it's good, better than the minus ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Unless you have all of them like stability buffs where it costs less.
when you're like, I want to convert you from Sunni, because it's not going to be accepted.